Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into another headline-making moment involving President Donald Trump. As he prepares for his upcoming visit to the United Kingdom, Trump has been in the spotlight for defending his business dealings while also taking sharp aim at reporters over their coverage of hate speech and extremism. In this video, we'll break down what happened, why it matters, and how this is shaping both domestic politics and international relations. Let's start with some background. President Trump has always had a complicated relationship with the media. Since his first campaign, he's labeled outlets as fake news and accused them of being biased. This week, the tensions reached another level. During a press briefing before his trip to the UK, reporters pressed him on questions surrounding both his business empire and the growing rise of hate speech online and in American politics. Instead of backing down, Trump doubled down. He insisted his business dealings were totally legal, totally successful, and that the media was deliberately trying to smear him. Trump's businesses have been under scrutiny for years, from questions about foreign investments to concerns about conflicts of interest during his presidency. When challenged, Trump brushed aside the allegations, pointing to his incredible success as proof of legitimacy. He reminded reporters that he built a global brand long before entering politics and suggested that critics were simply jealous or politically motivated. He went further, claiming that these stories were meant to undermine America's strength abroad, just as he was about to meet with British leaders. But the real fireworks came when reporters shifted the conversation to hate speech. Journalists pressed Trump on whether his rhetoric has contributed to the rise of extremist language and hate incidents. Trump lashed out, accusing the press of being the true enablers of hate by amplifying fringe voices and distorting his words. He framed the issue as one of free speech, insisting that he condemns all forms of hatred, but will not let the media silence conservative voices. His tone was fiery, and his choice of words reignited the ongoing debate over responsibility and accountability in political discourse. All of this is happening on the eve of Trump's high-profile visit to the United Kingdom. The trip is expected to include meetings with top officials, discussions on trade, and even ceremonial events. But already, Trump's clashes with the press are overshadowing the diplomacy. Protest groups in London have announced demonstrations, citing both his policies and his rhetoric. Meanwhile, his supporters argue that Trump's unapologetic stance shows strength and that he won't bend to media narratives either at home or abroad. This showdown highlights the never-ending battle between Trump and the press. On one hand, journalists argue that they are simply holding the president accountable, especially on issues like hate speech and financial transparency. On the other, Trump paints them as political opponents, claiming they are part of what he calls the radical establishment. This narrative has been central to his political identity, portraying himself as an outsider fighting against a powerful media machine. It's a message that resonates deeply with his base, even as it alarms critics who worry it undermines trust in journalism. The timing is important. Trump's words don't just play to his supporters in the US, they also send a signal overseas. By defending his business record and attacking the press, he's presenting himself to international leaders as someone who won't be pushed around. But at the same time, his critics warn that such behavior damages America's image, fueling protests abroad and deepening political divides at home. So as President Trump heads to the UK, two big storylines follow him. First, his ongoing defense of his controversial business dealings, and second, his escalating battle with the media over hate speech. Both issues are shaping not just how Americans see their president, but also how the world sees America. What do you think? Is Trump standing up for himself against unfair attacks, or is he fueling more division with his confrontational approach? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth political updates.